my friends. It's so fantastic to see you. I'm currently on a road trip to Italy, and then I will drive over to Slovenia. So this is the Alpine road to Slovenia here from Italy, and it's so fantastic. I'm here at this beautiful lake. I think the name is Lago di Braies, and it wasn't planned to take a shot here, to be honest. I've just been down for having a not breakfast, lunch. So you know, the one in the breakfast in the middle of the day. So I just came down here, and I also took my camera with me, no tripod. I just thought if there's anything of interest, I could try to build up a composition, and I really found something that's quite interesting. So I found these rocks here, and I get really drawn to all these diagonals here on these rocks here. They lead us to the right hand side. We have this big rock here at the left hand side, and this helps us really to get this visual weight here at the left hand side, to get this kind of zigzag line, and also back there the flow now back there also to this rock here at the right hand side. And we have also this island here at the right hand side, and then we have this amazing mountain at the vanishing point. What's really fantastic. And I hope you can hear me, by the way. It's really windy, and as I already mentioned, I have no tripod with me. I just will go here in setup. The light is not, I mean, it's not sunset or sunrise or something like that. We don't have low light, but it is fantastic for a black and white shot, and this is exactly what we will do right now. So let's try that. My plan was to drive to a place that is outstanding, but on my way there I found already so many possibilities for strong compositions. So I'm already in Slovenia, and I've been already quite eager. I've worked already in my van a little bit, and I also recorded the video of last week, what sounds quite creepy, to be honest. And yeah, now I'm at a spot where I think there could wait some really fantastic compositions for us. I'm not sure. It is not the first choice here I have now. I'm a little bit more in that direction than with the campsite. I will stay overnight in the campsite. That's a little bit less stress and so. And yeah, I think a fantastic start into adventure like that. And I thought it's also a good idea maybe to come here and look at these amazing stones down there. These rocks. All these lines in the rocks, and so we could use them maybe as a leading line or something like that, so we can go down there. I've never been there before, so I just thought I will have a look here what's possible here. And the water is so amazing. It's so green and blue. That's really fantastic. What a fantastic place. I have to be careful here that I don't fall into the water. And I found already a composition, what works here now. I don't have a tripod with me. I would need a tripod for focus stack in here, but I come away with hyperfocal distance. So this means I focus to the double distance from my first point in my composition, and I get everything sharp in my photograph. I have a curve here at the right hand side, and I have the water at the left hand side. I photograph to the distance. We have a vanishing point there. And I really like this shot. And I would say, let's make the click. First of all, I have to rebuild my composition. Where is it? A hyperfocal distance is a quite good idea when you don't have a tripod with you and when your depth of field is not enough. So it's really all about focusing to the double distance from your first point you want to have sharp, and everything gets pin sharp from the foreground to the distance. So what we would need is wet rocks everywhere. So it's quite dry, and what I've seen in the weather maps is that we have fantastic chance to get rain overnight. This would also mean that we get a little bit more water here. And yeah, I've looked already around there, and where are some possibilities for compositions. I didn't find this masterpiece composition or something like that yet, but yeah, I'm just for 30 minutes or something like that here, or an hour maybe. I didn't have a look at my watch, to be honest. I will have a look at some other places, and tomorrow morning, fingers crossed that we will have rain, and I will go to another place. So what I would need here is now a little bit of rainfall to get all the rocks wet, and also to get a little bit of atmospheric conditions, so to get it a little bit softer to the distance. And this is what's totally missing here, and this is also the reason why I have just my small camera here, and yeah, I have also no tripod, and so it's also another spot I want to check out. But anyway, I mean, it's really great here. The rocks are fantastic, the water is really amazing, the colors are outstanding. I'm really blown away by that. And also the woodland has really potential, but in the moment is everything dry, and could also be that this will work tomorrow morning. A very good morning. I didn't sleep at all last night because the first half of the night it was too hot, and the second half of the night it was too cold. And yeah, usually on my gas heating I have the possibility to set a target temperature, and this really works fantastically. But yeah, we had a campground and we have electricity there, so I'm heating with an electric radiator, what's much cheaper than gas, obviously. And yeah, this didn't really work, to be honest. I have to learn from that. I have to change anything. But however, it rained a little bit overnight, what is really cool. So this is the Soča river down there, and I'm walking now upstreams a little bit to another spot. I've been to another spot yesterday. I did a little bit of location scouting there, took some test shots, as you have seen maybe, and yeah, I also checked out one more spot yesterday near to this campsite, and I think I overdid it nearly, because yeah, driving here multiple hours, working already in my van for my company, recording another video in my van, also been location scouting another place, and also this one here. So it was a quite happy day yesterday. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to some fantastic photographs, because this place is really amazing. I'm really in love with this. So I would say, let's have a look what's possible here. I found already a really fantastic composition. I'm here straight beside the gorge, and you have to be careful here, because straight beside me there's a drop off, so we can fall down, and yeah, I think this would not take a good end. But however, I found a little waterfall down there, or there are even two waterfalls, a little bit of water coming down from the left hand side. We have this amazing pool down there, and this fantastic color, this emerald color here in this water here, and it's really, really fantastic. So I don't only photograph the waterfall, I want to take in a lot of these rocks here, because they are really special, lots of shapes and curves and lines, and we can really play with something like that in our composition. So for instance, I use one of these rocks down there as a horizontal line to anchor the image a little bit from the left bottom side. I also use some bushes of grass here at the right hand side to anchor the image. I have this curve here at the opposite rock deck there to lead down to the waterfall, and yeah, I have also this horizontal line above the waterfall with this rock. So really lots of lines and shapes here actually we can really use for our flow to lead the view exactly there, the viewer's eyes, where we want to have them. So it's really fantastic. One thing, it's quite dark, to be honest. It's early in the morning and it's also raining, lots of clouds up there, and I come to an exposure with ISO 100 to 3.2 seconds, but to be honest, I don't want to have all too much of texture here. I have already much texture here on the rocks, but in the water, yeah, I think it's more all about getting this emerald color out, and the water actually, this white bright part there pulling us down. I think this really adds more here to this composition. From the technical side, I have a circular polarizer, and this is quite important because I really want to get out this saturated green color there, and yeah, also the grasses everywhere there, and I also want to get rid of the glare everywhere on the rocks, and this really helps me here with the circular polarizer. I'm here at around about 40 millimeters f14, and I have to focus stack because I'm quite close here to this grasses, to this close rock here, and I focused one focus point at the very distance, and one a little bit in the foreground. It's usually enough just to get sure I took some more exposures in the foreground, just to be safe, and I see there's anything not sharp. I checked this already, but you can't see everything here on the big screen in my office. It's much easier, so it's always good, especially in the foreground, to have yeah, some more exposures. So I would say let's make the click. It's quite slippery here. We really have to be careful here. Yeah, it rained overnight, and we have to climb a tiny bit around here at the rocks. So I built up a second composition at the same spot here because I wanted to simplify the scene a little bit. The first scene, I think it was a more complex composition. It worked through, but I also want to have a more simple composition, and yeah, it also works here, also with the lines, also with the flow to pull down to the pull down there. I mean, it's really fantastic. All the lines, you can use them to draw our viewer's eyes there, exactly there where we want to have them. And now I get also my foreground lines a little bit more prominent. Also lines here that makes a little bit of a curve to the left. So it's a little bit, it's a kind of a spiral or something like that. Everything turns to the right or something like that. And I really like this, I have to say. From a technical side, I didn't change all too much from the first shot. It was really all about changing the composition here. And I would say, let's make the click. So it started to rain a little bit more again, so I came into my rain jacket here, and I found one more composition. And a really important thing is when you look for compositions, when you want to find compositions, is that you don't only look for the obvious thing. So I'm at the gorge here, and the obvious thing where to look for water scenes. But what I found here is this amazing tree down there. I mean, it's not really a tree, it's a bush obviously, but we have also a log here going to this bush, and yeah, this makes it a little bit more to a tree or something like that. And we have this amazing kind of spiral here, these curves here that lead a little bit down like a spiral to the tree. I mean, the bush, doesn't matter. And I emphasize this also with this foreground here. I take also this diagonal here in the foreground into my image, and this really boosts this spiral effect. From the technical side, same as before, I use a circular polarizer. We have lots of rain and rainwater here on the rocks, so I want to get rid of that. And I also want to bring out the greens from the tree, from the bush, really a little bit more. So yeah, that's it. It's a simple composition, but I really like it. And I would say, let's make the click. can hear me here, I can't go to my vlogging camera here now because it's too dangerous that the camera would dip over or something like that. I will show you. So when we have a look here, I'm in setup here with my camera, and yeah, I mean it works here with the spikes. It also works here at the rear side, but here it's scratched. I fine-tuned the composition, it really works, but I think when I go over there it will dip down, and I don't want to risk that. So I found these fantastic kind of holes there. I will film it with this camera here now. I found these holes here now, but work really fantastic, and they get repeated back there to the distance, so we have these fantastic patterns back there. I really like this, and I'm more in a setup like that, so it was all about, and I have to be careful here with the camera, it was all about something like that, having the big hole here in the foreground. I will be a little bit more away, something like that. I have a shorter focal length, and it is all about leading to the distance with all these holes. And I have also some grasses between the end where I have these red needles here in the foreground, and I'm really happy with this composition. I really like it. And I would say, before the camera tips over here, something like that, let's make the click. There's so many amazing places for photography. It is really outstanding here. When we look down here, it's really dangerous. It's really a drop-off everywhere here into the gorge, into the water. And I just look down there. It's just amazing. I'm not sure if I should build up a composition here. I'm not 100% happy with the part down there. We could take some teleshots here, maybe pick out some details. You find 50 compositions maybe straight here. I'm just not sure if there's something better waiting back there. It is really amazing. So I think I will go a little bit more in that direction. I think that I saw there something yesterday. I didn't build up compositions in detail already yesterday. I overdid it a tiny bit. As you already mentioned in the beginning, I did too much yesterday. And I just had a walk here with my wife, just had a look at the different features there. And I went home then and had a sleep. Oh, not really, I tried to sleep actually. But however, let's try more in that direction. This place is absolutely amazing. I'm blown away by this place. There are so many compositions. I really do hard to choose for one, to be honest, but I found now a really fantastic one, and yeah, I have to be careful because I'm straight at the cliff here, so it's really a dangerous drop off. So one step to the left and the video would be over, the channel even. We don't want to hope that. So let's carefully get up here, and here it is. It goes down here. Let's stay up here. So what I found is this amazing scene here at the distance, and you can see this emerald water here at the left hand side. We have this bush here at the right hand side on this rock. This is a quite important element here. I'm a little bit more left at the left hand side then, because in the moment you have this stick here up there, it will not be in the frame then. We have these boulders or these rocks down here in the water, and we have the water snaking back there. And we have a fantastic play of light and shadow back there as well. So we have a little bit of illuminated water, shadow water, illuminated water and so on. And this will get really fantastic in the photograph. We can bring this really out then, and this will lead into a fantastic photograph. I'm here with my long lens, and I have to be careful here. I'm at around about 80 millimeters, something like that. And yeah, I've also a circular polarizer on. What I did is, because it's so dangerous here really, it's also slippery, so this is the thing. I've been a little bit more in that direction, 2 meters more there, and then I tried to find the right polarization. I put on the lens hood then, so that I don't have to work here with these things and risk to fall down here, something like that. And then I went over here and I fine-tuned my composition, and this is how it really works. I have to go out here really far because here are distracting elements. I want to get rid of them. Yeah, as you can see here, the legs of the tripod are really like that here, straight at the edge. Also here, it is amazing. And this composition is really amazing. I really like it. And I would say, let's make the click. This place is absolutely amazing. It's so fantastic, and I think it could also work with a workshop here. I'm not sure if I will give one. If you're interested, I have a website and I will link it below in my description, and there is the possibility to subscribe to a newsletter. So if you're interested about a workshop or something like that, just subscribe there. I will have a look if I will make one here. But it is amazing, absolutely. I mean, there's so many possibilities. I'm really blown away. My friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, please give me a thumb up. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.